Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and wear test on the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Concealer. I have been waiting for my package to arrive after ordering it for like literally a week and a half, and it finally arrived. I also picked up the new brightening flawless finish powder for the eyes and the face, so we're gonna be putting this to test together to see how they work. So if you guys want to continue watching and see my review and wear test, then please go ahead and do so. We're gonna be starting off with the concealer, and let's read a little bit about this because I definitely want to know more. So this does retail for $33. I did pick this up in the shade 7.5 and I purchased it from Charlotte Tilbury's website, but it is now available at your local Sephora's and also on Sephora's app. So let's read a little bit about this. It is a creamy, skin-like medium to full coverage concealer that visibly conceals, brightens, and lifts the eyes and face. It's available in 30 waterproof shades for up to 16 hours of wear. That's very interesting. I'm very intrigued by waterproof because I mentioned before that I do have sensitive eyes, so I want to see how it works with my sensitive eyes. So we're gonna go in with the shade 7.5 medium. I'm gonna go ahead and start off on this side. And I'm just applying it in these two areas to help lift and do what it needs to do. Feels very creamy. I'm gonna take my sponge. This is the Juno Coast sponge, and I'm going to just blend everything out really nicely. Feels extremely lightweight. And it does give a little bit of like that radiant finish. So this will be really good for anybody that is looking for a more hydrating concealer. Now, you guys know that I like to set my under eyes with loose powder. I use the e.l.f. powder, but today I'm gonna be using on one side the Charlotte Tilbury brightening powder to see how that does. Definitely feel like it's a very natural finish. Let me try to build it up just a little tiny bit more. Because as you guys can see, when you apply it, it looks very pigmented. So let's see how it builds up if we want to add a little bit more coverage. I feel like this shade is definitely giving me that brightening effect immediately. So the difference with the concealer, without the concealer. Okay, so I have to go in immediately and set because my under eyes will crease immediately. So I'm just going to take the Charlotte Tilbury powder, and this one is for fair to medium skin. And it's just translucent. I'm taking my puff and I'm gonna set the under eye. Brighten that instantly. Okay, so look at this difference once we went in with the concealer and the powder. Definitely significant. Now let's go ahead and talk about the powder because I had to go in real quick or else it would crease. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Eye and Face Micro Powder. So this powder retails for $46. It is not cheap, and it comes in two shades. So it comes in that translucent white shade, which is the one that I have right here, and then it also comes in a tan to deep, which is the yellow tone. I just wish Charlotte Tilbury came out with more brightening shades because I feel like two shades is not enough. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the other side, and I'm gonna set it with my own loose powder that you guys know that I love. Okay, so we're gonna be taking this side, and to blend I'm just gonna be using one of my favorite concealer brushes. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush by Real Techniques, and I love using this for concealer, but I like how easy this just blends. Concealer's really nice. It gives a good brightening and radiant effect if you do have dry under eyes, because I know a lot of people struggle with that. I'm just gonna further blend a little bit with my sponge. That looks really nice. Now let's go in with powder. I'm gonna be using my favorite e.l.f. powder. This is the Halo Glow Loose Powder, and this is in the shade medium. And this is more so of like a yellow tone. And we're gonna see how this side does. I feel like this side is probably gonna complement my complexion better. I will say one thing about this formula is that because it does have like that nice little bit of radiance, I feel like it makes it really easy for you to apply products on top. Let's say you're like me and you have to go ahead and apply powder because you will crease. The concealer will not look cakey because it's so lightweight. So that's one of the things that I love about using concealers that are a little bit more hydrating. is the fact that I'm able to layer my powders on top and not have issues of it just not working out. Okay, let's go ahead and dust away this powder. Okay, yeah, I feel like this side looks much better with my medium powder by e.l.f. I feel like it just looks more like seamless, the blend from powder to the rest of the complexion. This, it looks a little bit more brightened up. Obviously, if you want brightening results, then you'll probably like this side. But the concealer I do like. The concealer I feel like is giving me a really pretty finish. So we shall see how it does with my makeup once I apply the rest of it. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm gonna finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back and give you guys my very first initial thoughts, how these products set on the under eyes, and then we can begin this wear test, because I'm very excited to see how this concealer is gonna do with the waterproof claims and also like for longevity. So keep watching. Okay guys, so I finished my entire face and I'm ready to talk to you guys about the concealer and the powder. So let's talk about the concealer first. And I have to say it's very pretty, just very natural. You know what I'm saying? Just a very natural, everyday wearable concealer. This is definitely made for like that, like clean makeup, like that, just very like natural, your skin but better type of vibe. I will say though with this, I do feel like it does look really nice and pigmented, but it is a formula that if you want like full coverage, you want to build it up, because it ends up setting into like a radiant finish. So it doesn't look as like full coverage as perhaps like the Huda Beauty concealer. That's one of my favorites for like a full coverage moment. I did notice it creasing here and then a little tiny bit there, but more so on this eye. I feel like it creased much faster than I would like it to, even when I did go in with the powder. Okay, now let's talk about this powder. I had to go in and kind of blend it a little bit more into the rest of my makeup to kind of diffuse it a little bit so it wasn't too harsh, because it was looking a little harsh right in this area. So maybe right now that's why I feel like it's kind of messing with me in terms of how it looks, because I definitely do feel like it looks a little bit brighter than usual. Like this is typically what I go for, my e.l.f. medium brightening powder, and that kind of looks more like natural, more just like my skin. This side looks more so like bam, brightened. And typically I like bright like this, but maybe because I haven't been doing this and I've been doing more so of this, it looks a little bit more like a lot going on. But I will say I definitely do feel like it gives me a really nice like blurring effect right here compared to this side. I don't know, I just feel like I have more blurring going on here than here. I definitely feel like it offers you that pigment, that coverage. It just looks a little bright for my taste. But I would say this for $46, I'm not sure if I would recommend it. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is carry on with the rest of my day. I am going to be doing a natural lighting clip so you guys can see how it looks. But so far this is what we have going on. Like I said, these are more expensive products, so I do really want to see how it's gonna do, because I don't know, I just feel like the creasing on this side is pretty noticeable right now, and I don't like that because I don't typically have creasing this prominent this early on in my wear test. So we're gonna go with a positive mindset, and I'll see you guys later for my natural lighting clip and also my final thoughts at the end of the day to let you know if this is worth your money or not. So keep watching. Okay guys, so this is the side with the e.l.f. powder and the Charlotte Tilbury concealer, and then this is the side with the Charlotte Tilbury concealer and the Charlotte Tilbury powder. So what are we thinking? I definitely do think this side looks brighter, and actually in natural lighting it doesn't look too bad. I feel like it does give a pretty brightening effect, but what I will say is this side is creasing with the powder. Do you guys see that? And then this side isn't as creasy with the e.l.f. powder, but it just looks a little bit better. It looks more natural, which you guys can see. I can't honestly decide because I feel like this side looks really good, like in natural lighting, in terms of like the brightness doesn't look too intense. And it also looks more awake on this side, but I just feel like the creasing on this side is more obvious, and I don't like that. Because usually I do crease, but I don't crease this early on. So we shall see how this does for the rest of the day, because I'm very curious. Okay guys, so I am back. It is 11:49 p.m. and I just changed into some comfy clothes because I'm about to get ready for bed. Let's talk about the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. So I have to say it's a very pretty concealer if you do have dry skin and you're somebody that is trying to find something that will work well with your dry skin, perhaps want a more radiant concealer. I think you will enjoy this. But if you're somebody like me that has very creasy under eyes, I feel like this product creased more faster than other products. Like you guys can see. The creasing on this side is a lot. And also I feel like on this side is starting to look more prominent. So I would say for that purpose, I probably wouldn't be gravitating to this concealer that much. And obviously it's not cheap. It's $33, I want to say. So I would definitely say this is great for somebody who's looking for natural, lightweight, radiant finish, want something that will be more glowy than a more matte concealer. I feel like for me, because I do need to set with a powder or I will crease no matter what, I just feel like this side, it wasn't too bad, but I noticed the creasing a lot, like a lot. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. I feel like for somebody who doesn't really crease, I think you'll probably really love this because it'll work a lot better for you. But to be honest, I wasn't as impressed as I wanted to be with the concealer. But I know for some other people who may have skin type that is dry, it'll definitely be something worth checking out. So yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts. If you guys enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It lets me to continue doing these type of videos for you guys. That you guys have a fabulous day. Don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.